Come through, queen. I wanna see ya. Come through, queen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan.
And Brendan.
And this is Come Through, Queen.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Brendan.
We've got a very special guest.
A returning guest for a special episode. We got Sam Moreno here on returning.
In the studio.
In studio.
I'm back, baby.
He flew all the way from San Francisco for this.
Just for this.
Flew all the way in honor of my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. We're on, by the time you're listening to this, Dan is 40 years old.
4-0, baby.
Yeah.
We were reminiscing about my 30th birthday that you remembered.
Yeah, at Bedlam in the East Village.
Is that still with us or is it RAP?
I don't know. I think it was owned by Anderson Cooper's boyfriend, who he's now sharing a family with.
Sharing a family.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Yes. Also owner of Atlas Social Club. Yeah.
Okay. We've got so much to get to, but we've already gone to a ton in the pre-show. Sam has been catching us up on what he's into. We talked a little bit about Atlanta as well, Big Brother, a bonus episode of like the iconic girls who come onto the scene and they're not the OGs, but they feel like one.
People who came in later seasons but felt like they were
Always
fitting in
there.
with the OGs. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You've got a bonus episode of the iconic girls.
So I don't know if it's a Patreon for that, but there's some rumblings going on over in Jersey.
Yeah.
Big stuff. So Page 6 has an update, and like this is late breaking news. Like I didn't even know this latest stuff. The headline right now is Jennifer Aida and Danielle Cabral back to filming RHONJ after fight caused suspension. Mm-hmm. You may be asking yourself, what fight caused what suspension?
What's the tea?
What's the tea? So let me rewind. There was an event hosted by Teresa Giudice on September 21st where the fight went down. So as previously reported on Page 6, the ladies got into a heated exchange which turned physical where an insider told Page 6 that Jennifer pushed Danielle during an argument and Danielle retaliated by crumpling her plastic cup and hurling it towards Jennifer's face, drawing blood.
Wow.
Another source assured us Aiden sustained nothing more than a scratch when Cabral threw her drink. The former did not receive medical attention on site. A separate production insider emphasized Jennifer only pushed Danielle because Danielle got in her face. So updates since then, we know that there's been a book release, meet and greet signing event
At Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
hosted by one Jackie Goldschneider.
Well, I mean, she was the guest of honor.
Guest of honor, releasing her book. Also appeared on Watch What Happens Live this week.
With Heather Gay.
With Heather Gay. Probably like a pairing of two fans of the show, I would say. Sam, how are you feeling about all this news coming out of New Jersey right now?
So this is riveting stuff. It's interesting that it's Jennifer versus Danielle, because famously they were
tree branches.
They were both allies at the end. But I think that we saw the cracks were forming when Danielle realized that Jennifer and Teresa set her up at that last party.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't good. They also are two hotheads. I will say the initial report I heard was that Danielle broke a glass over Jen's head. So I'm glad that is not actually what happened.
Yeah.
Supposedly, we actually don't know. But
It's interesting because Danielle last season, like, if it's fight or flight, Danielle usually was flights.
But I think that's because she knew she's so close to the edge.
Yeah.
Like the boiling point.
I worry about her.
I do too. And especially like from one Staten Island girl to another, I know how the Staten Island girls can get.
Yeah.
So it's concerning.
Because like my official take or like my public opinion on it is violence is never the answer.
Yeah.
But my more true and honest with myself is talk shit, get hit. So I like understand where Danielle is coming from. But
my God.
I'm just being honest because like if you
Sam's
push,
words don't represent this podcast.
Come from a place of honesty.
again, as just on the record,
Yeah.
I do not condone violence.
Yeah.
It's also just interesting. I think the most interesting part of this story is actually the Jackie Goldschneider of it all. Because who else was in attendance at her little bookends book party? Teresa and Gia Giudice.
Famously, what if I said that she does coke in the bathroom? Like, we've now crossed that bridge.
And Jen Aiden. So... And when she was on Watch What Happens Live, she said the person she's not getting along with the most is her bestie, Margaret Josephs.
Really?
And, Sam, I don't know if you know this. There was a clip that came out of a hot mic moment with Zia Melisse saying Jackie's so annoying she wants to be invited to every event.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jackie Goldschneider, Center Tomato?
Jackie, she's snatching the
Listen,
tomato back.
I've always been. Is there a name for Jackie fans? But
I don't know.
we'll figure out one.
Yeah.
But I've always been on board with Jackie.
Golden Retrievers now?
You know, here's the thing. Jackie, I love her. I think she's great. I think she's normal. I think she has a brain. But, like, I watch her on Watch What Happens Live. Like, we're still a little uncomfortable, like, a half decade in being on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
You know? Like, she just doesn't have, like, the natural housewife in her.
But also, Watch What Happens Live is
Because she
like
was a fan.
You are performing a little bit more, I feel like, in that.
Yeah,
Whereas, like,
you gotta play the game.
But
we have
even
to
on the show...
But we have to remember, she out the gate fought with Teresa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So
but the
it's like-
fights were... We have to admit, the fights were always awkward
Well, yeah.
on
Yeah, a little
Jackie's
awkward.
part.
Yeah.
I love her. I love her, too.
No, like, she seems like a normal person that, like, we can go get dinner and, like,
Yes,
have an
yeah.
intelligent conversation. But, like, that's actually strange to be on New Jersey Housewives.
Yeah, Huffington Post blogger. Let's not forget.
A writer girl.
Writer girl.
Her and Nora Ephron.
So, I mean, her and Zia, that's something.
That's crazy.
Something good.
Oh,
Which I mean, I think speaks to like the unraveling of the image of Melissa even more so, because as much as like Teresa, I think
more
neither
wrong.
I think neither of them looked good last season, and like but I still think the general public's opinion is that Trey is wrong and Melissa's right.
Yeah.
But I think we're starting to see cracks in that facade.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, adding to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one last tidbit from Watch What Happens Live, Jackie said, like, I think Andy was asking, or maybe even Heather Gay, like, like Teresa versus Melissa. And Jackie's like, that's not even the story this season at all. Like, they're just not talking to each other. And like, the story's not focused on them, which
way
I
it
think
should
is like
be.
exciting.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. That's what we've wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of things we wanted Lindsay Hubbard to have a really good time on her bachelorette party, which we talked about last week.
Yeah, she was
a little
queen
bit.
for that.
But I will say, I think Dan was actually the first person to discover this. He put his little detective hat on.
Oh, yeah.
And Lindsay Hubbard's bachelorette party was sponsored and planned by Batch Boss, which is the company owned by one Avery Singer, daughter of Ramona.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was like the whole thing. It also might have been like a collaboration with Bahamar, like the hotel.
Yeah.
Because I think then I heard some verbiage of like the boat day was put on by Batch Boss.
Sure.
So maybe like their involvement was limited to that. But either way, there was an Avery Singer installation as part of this trip.
Yeah. Also fun that Bahamar is where they filmed The View from last summer.
Yes.
It all full circle.
Some tidbits from Bachelorette that we did not know, like as we were recording last week. We've got Danielle, obviously. We've got Gabby, who's also main cast this season again. We've got Sam, who's not main cast.
Interesting.
And we've got Jackie, I think her name is Schulman, maybe, from season 1, who like was not even a full-time season 1. She would like showed up the second half of the season, but was
was from LA.
She was like, I think her job was not fitness model, but like she has like the fitness body that like they just put the clothes on her
Like a
to
fit
like
model.
a fit model. Yeah. So that's interesting. But like, okay, so we went from like radio silence with Hub to like a statement here, a statement there, to this like relentless bachelorette party content, which has been like
here's the thing: if you have deals, then you have
She's
to.
Gotta make the money.
You gotta post.
The rent's not paying itself.
Exactly. Sam, what do you think about Avery Singer?
Young woman.
Beautiful gowns. I don't have a lot to say about Avery Singer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
that's about
she's not a fan of lesbos.
Well, she was.
No, she simply pointed out we got lesbos in the house.
Yeah, she was just identifying. She wasn't saying like, is it good, is it bad? We were just like.
She just has a keen eye.
I'm pretty sure the next sentence was, that's gross.
Probably, yeah.
I was gonna go. Speaking of lesbos, but no. Let's go over to just. Dan was shaking earlier today.
I mean, there was just like a moment that happened on the internet that was most pleasing to this eye, where a video is shared on like an Instagram story of Christina Aguilera in conversation with Candiace Bassett.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're taking a photo together
No.
and walking away. It's like we're talking.
We're talking about the girls.
We are both in the music industry.
Okay.
And we have to catch up.
I'm hoping for a collab. I mean, we're like we're due for both a Christina album and a Candiace album. So like maybe we get it one way or the other.
This, like, specifically, though, this event is so beyond come through queen coded that it almost is, like, laughable and too on the nose. And the fact that, like, this happened, it's, like, almost like it's a psyop. Like, they kind of don't believe that this is real.
There is a God.
Yeah, like...
And she's putting these two people together.
Like, heard Dan's cries.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we know Christina's a Housewives girly.
True.
Friendship with Bethenny, friendship with Erica Jane. I think there's like one or two other ones that she's got like her hooks in, but like, for us to be like musician to musician in this way is something special.
Yeah.
Wow, what a birthday treat for me.
Behind the music.
Behind the music.
You mentioned Bethenny. Let's go to page 6. Bethenny Frankel blasts over-the-top Taylor Swift for acting like Travis Kelce's full-time football wife. So all the girls were talking this weekend.
Oh my God.
You couldn't turn anywhere without seeing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
I'm turning on Spotify and there's like a tailgate playlist with like Taylor's face on it.
this is a great week to be on vacation.
Yes.
I
mean, I was on vacation. I was with family in Long Island. I look up and there's fucking Taylor Swift at the
Well, you got the
Chiefs
game on, of course.
Yeah, we had the game on at a restaurant. So after acknowledging in a Tuesday TikTok video. Wow, Bethenny does TikTok? I didn't know. That she is, quote, not a Taylor Swift fan, but, quote, has tremendous respect for her. Frankel lambasted the singer for chumming with the athlete's mom, Donna Kelce, in the stands. Quote, it felt like the chia pet of a relationship. Like, just add water. Like, they were together for 10 years. Like, she's a full football wife. She literally looked like she had been in a serious relationship with this guy for decades. Bethenny pointed out that Taylor, quote, gets really into the guy she's with. Wow, unique thought. Before calling NFL fans wary of newcomers. She explained it took a long time for Giselle to be a football wife to Tom Brady. Football fans are very tricky. They like loyalists. They like ride or die. They're not interested in people coming for a short ride. Anyways, so how does Bethenny know the psyche of NFL fans?
Because Bethenny knows it all.
Yeah, if you want to know it, come to her and she'll tell you. I actually like, you gotta give it to her. Like, she's just relentless in terms of she knows we will talk about that. Not that like we, but like we,
page 6.
We
we'll
the people will talk about it.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it's annoying, but it's like it is what it is.
It's just like what's happening in the news. Like she's like Wendy Hot Topics, like in her little stupid TikTok.
I know.
And I also think too, like this plays into like, not to get too much into the actual Taylor of it all, like story, but like the media that goes around who Taylor Swift is dating is really just a way for other people to like get like more clicks and notoriety off of it.
Sure.
Like, there was a whole rumor that she was dating a Formula One driver, Fernando Alonso, and like it became like a huge thing in the Formula One world. And like, there was
Are you a part of that world?
I'm a big Formula One fan.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Pay attention, police.
What is Formula One?
Formula One is
It's like it's a lab experiment.
It's car racing.
Okay.
It's international car racing. Go Ferrari.
I thought you were just like into like The Simpsons and cheese.
Brendan just like eyes went big. But anyways, what I was saying is that there was no basis for them to actually be dating. This is actually her out, like, clearly she has some involvement with this guy.
Yeah.
Well,
and let her be happy.
He also publicly asked her out.
It's just
Good.
Yeah, like he went viral for like asking Taylor Swift on a date because he went to the Eras tour and he wanted to give her like one of those stupid little
the
bracelets.
friendship
I'm actually
bracelets.
wearing one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It makes you feel sick.
It says cunt.
Wait, did like a random child give you a C bracelet?
Don't call Caroline a random child.
Oh my God. I can't believe you're serving C right now.
I've been serving C for months.
I haven't noticed.
Literally since like June. I've traveled with you with this on.
I never noticed you serving C.
wow.
Wow.
Wow. New revelations left and right on this episode of Come Through Queen.
Well, I didn't know you were into Formula whatever.
Bethenny.
Okay, so Bethenny, not enough ridiculousness to make it to our freak of the week, but close.
Wait, we got something special there.
Shall we get to our shows?
Shall we?
Let's go to RHONY.
I'm actually glad to get this out of the way.
Okay, I will say they did invent the Housewives using giant LEDs, which will come in handy for OC.
Yeah, we were testing out the tech.
Yes.
Okay. I was high on RHONY for a while, and then I didn't like the episodes I missed, and then to have to do this one, my first full one back, I'm want to run in the other direction.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Let's not be like psycho. It's bad, but it's not like.
I'm curious why you think it's bad.
Okay, well, first of all, I actually revisited it today just to maybe
make sure
I
you
wasn't
were
in the
there.
right space.
Yeah.
This was supersized.
Okay.
Why did we we needed more of this? Okay, it's bad because I'm all for us getting in disagreements and arguments. I also missed pretty much a good chunk of the OC vacation while I was away and caught up on that this weekend. And that is some of the best vacation work we've done. So to have the RHONY airing at the same time and also the same time as Salt Lake City, which is fine comedic work. There's just nothing special about this RHONY trip. If anything, I wish we went back to the Hamptons or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I usually don't let's get some activities going, but maybe we need some more activities or something. I felt like we were in those fucking go-karts forever. Zipping around.
We need to keep the girls busy. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, so we're picking up this episode with the sunglass snatch. Now, while watching this, it awoken something in me. I forgot that something like this happened to me once, and I was Uba. I was Uba hot.
Unpack that.
Okay,
do you want to lay down or you
so when I was I forgot this happened. When I was in college, I was hanging out with these two girls in their dorm room.
Name them.
Stop. and this was back in the prehistoric days where I had a little flip phone and I couldn't find it, but I knew I brought it into the dorm, their room with me. So I'm losing my mind, looking for it. And I'm you guys have it. It didn't fly out of my hands, and they're playing dumb or something. And I'm I need my phone. This is this. It's different from the iPhone days. Your life is in your phone now, but when you're in college, I don't think I had a landline.
Right, it's your
how,
phone.
How am I getting in touch with my? I'm Uber. I gotta check. I mean, I wasn't checking with my family every night, but I was this is crazy. Like, and it's not even my phone. Like, my parents gave me this phone. Like, what? I'm going to tell them, like, these girls stole my phone? What am I doing here? So I was so angry. And, like, they actually, like, kept it for a week. Like,
Oh, that's insane. I would have filed a police report. I would have filed a police report.
And, like, I didn't talk to them for months, I'm remembering. And then, like, eventually, like, maybe one of them I, like, got on better terms with. But I was, like, I was so angry. And, like, Brendan, you have seen me sometimes angry.
Yeah, scary.
So, like, I could relate to the Uba situation. But then I guess what was frustrating watching it was, like, okay, you got it back. Like, I don't know what you want.
So here's my take on that. So I think that Uba is probably someone who she clearly is like pretty level-headed, but then when she goes, she goes. And I think she has a hard time like pulling herself back. And I think her reasons for being upset are valid, and the fact that like she doesn't have she needs to connect with her family who does not live. Anyways, I think the bigger problem that I have with all of this, like as a whole, is that pranks aren't funny. Pranks are like what people who aren't funny do to try and be funny.
Yeah.
So it's
Ashton
like
Kutcher.
it's just like it's just like loser behavior.
Yeah.
So like Uba throws Aaron in the pool,
Which is like the lamest thing.
Is lame. It's also just like Aaron could have been really pissed off about that, but then the way that she goes back to get her back, it doesn't like they're not the same thing. And
Well,
also,
actually pushing someone in the pool could like destroy your phone if it's on you.
right,
too.
right. I just think like this is all
Stupid.
Yeah. I also think that like if I were Sai to me is actually a bigger culprit in this, in that Sai knew that Aaron had the phone and pretended to help look with Uba for like 10 minutes and then told her, oh, Aaron has your phone.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone just looks bad in this situation.
Yeah. The only person I enjoyed this episode was Jessel.
Yeah. Which I've come around on Jessel.
Oh my God, thank God. Thank you, God.
I'm Jessel pilled. I'm Jessel pilled.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, like the image of her just like standing in the hot tub texting.
Adding to the notes
list.
Yeah. I appreciate Jenna, and I get what she's trying. I get her like trying to like be the one person that Aaron has, but it's also like it's a no-win situation.
But also she's realizing like, why am I here? Like we're running off to the bedroom to do work. Like
Yeah.
Like she clearly doesn't need to be doing this work. She just is sick of these women.
I mean, relatable on vacation.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
alone time.
I felt like Brynn kind of was on the way to being a voice of reason and then jumped out the fucking window when she starts bringing up the like stuff with Aaron again.
Oh my God.
Well, because she got like too drunk and she was like,
and again, they need some activities to fill out their day and not just hang out and drink.
Yeah.
Well, that plus like the Jenna thing is so like her flirting with Jenna so hard is so corny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's funny.
I'm like tired of that. Sai has been annoying me. I gotta to Sai's benefit. I'll say if I had to say one nice thing about her is like she's pretty good at the confessional, but like it's the live action stuff that she's so bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Sai is the one who I would be okay if she didn't come back next year.
Yeah, for sure.
I would want them all back.
But we need like Brooklyn representation. Allison Roman.
Allison Roman. Get on the horn. Yeah. What else?
I mean, there wasn't much to this episode aside from that big fight.
Yeah.
We hung out with Elvis. We did the.
Oh yeah.
What's the thing where you go under the stick?
A limbo.
Limbo, yeah.
Yeah.
There was the revelation, we kind of touched on it, the revelation about Jessel's list about Aaron.
Yes.
That like she makes a list. Like she starts a list when like someone kind of like does her dirty.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting like personality trait of Jessel that I appreciate because what it told me about her is that she's actually more aware than she like lets on.
Yeah.
And she's like picking up on all the little things. And she actually is giving Aaron the benefit of the doubt because she doesn't really bring it out until Brynn tells her, Aaron thinks you're a dumbass. It says you're a dumbass and thinks you're the dumbest person in the group.
I did think it was interesting. Jenna was the one who kind of exposed the list to Aaron because she assumed that it would have been talked about when all the girls were in the hot tub. And I think it was Sai did Jenna solid and said that the list is actually about everyone and not just Aaron.
Yeah, that was good cover up.
Yeah.
Also, Jenna's kind of the bone carrier though this season too. If you look back on it,
But
like
accidentally.
yeah, I don't think it's like an intentional thing.
Yeah,
but,
she's not Sheree.
But what if she like?
Could we see the two of them in conversation? I would love to see.
Fashion girlies. Sorry, it's like yo, this mic. Reboot Fashion Queens.
I just like I don't think Jenna's long for this world.
Yeah. Though she loves the attention.
She does.
Yeah.
She's really milking it, and she's dating that new woman. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot going
Who,
on.
like, I mean, like, when I clicked on Cass Bird or whatever her name is,
Yeah.
like, every queer woman I know
Literally
was already
every
following her.
single
I
one,
was
yeah.
like, okay.
Well, I'm glad to be home next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This wasn't for me.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
We chug on.
We chug on. Shall we go to Salt Lake City?
Yeah, let's go to Salt Lake and Palm Springs.
My God. Okay, I know we're not like recapping old episodes, but I just need to circle back to like the girls picking out each other's outfits. And like when you told me that like Lisa was upset about it, like I really couldn't understand because like all the still imagery I had seen and like the clips, I'm like, she looks so beautiful.
It's like me talking about Heather Dubrow.
And it's like, and little did I know, all thanks to this one glammy girl. This trip like has all the ingredients of me not liking it, but it's actually so good.
It's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is camp. And the fact that they brought us to Trixie Motel to do this was great. And the fact that Trixie's in it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're also like, if you go to Trixie Motel's Instagram, they're like product placement, like everything. It's perfect.
Like the imagery of them just like having little one-on-one conversations in this like cartoon that they are staying at. It's like, it's actually a cartoon. The colors are like, the colors have never been so vibrant on a Housewives show.
I know. And actually, like, shout out to Trixie's boyfriend or partner or husband or whatever, David, who actually is doing great scene work.
Great scene work.
When he was with
Angie
K, and he basically laughed her face. Oh, you're making your own t-shirt.
Yeah.
How sad.
That's so sad.
I mean,
That's why you need gay people.
that's why you need gay people.
I mean, if anything, the last episode also spoke to that as well with the staff at the dinner.
Yeah.
That,
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Our security guard. Yeah. Okay. So we're doing trust exercises
With Cliff.
with Cliff.
seemed like a nice guy.
Seemed like a nice guy.
That name, Cliff, not one you hear a lot.
Mary
Shout out to Cliff.
M in the Sprinter van. Like she's not going to build trust with this group.
And just like her sitting there, like commenting, oh, that sign says hump. Usually it says bump.
Like I would be normally angry that someone is not participating, but like it's actually a callback to like season 1 Mary, because it's like Mary wasn't with them when they went on their little mini trips. Like she was in the closet.
I would pay for a Mary M. Cosby one-woman show, limited run on Broadway, or I'd fly to London for the West End.
I mean, you could just join her church.
Like, didn't it close?
Yeah, I thought there was like the lost scene of like
Jen Shaw and Heather
Yeah.
outside after that season after Mary was gone.
yeah, maybe, and I think maybe Jenny filmed with them.
Yeah,
and
they
maybe
just
that's
scrub
why
it, yeah.
they cut it.
Weird.
Yeah.
I have like I only wrote a couple of notes about
Yeah,
Salt Lake
sure.
City, and one of the ones they have is at what moment did Mary decide I'm out? Like what? Because it had to have been on this trip.
Yeah.
Because she's done after this, correct?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought, like, I remember when this was being like leaked out, like what's going on. I thought it was like literally they're going into like the gay bar, and she didn't want to go like the where we end the scene with. And I
Yeah.
thought she was just like, no, I don't want to go, and I'm done. Like I thought it was like I'm done that night.
Right.
But like we're kind of just like
She seemed fine. She got McDonald's.
yeah.
like-
It seemed more just like once again I don't want to hang out with my cast members.
But
and
at
I'm
that
allowed
point, it
to.
seems like she's in like the space where like her obligation is to be there, but she like is just kind of along for the ride because like
Yeah.
I think that like maybe it was like a conversation maybe with Whitney or something that where she just was like, this is like she had to have made that choice.
It's just like wild. They're using her so much in confessionals and her solo
Yeah.
scenes
Yeah.
so much that we're just gonna drop off a cliff.
I know, like for her to just be gone.
It's very Angie Harrington, her first season. When we
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah,
blip.
when she disappeared. Yeah,
Justice for.
Justice for, and like the fact that Angie K has to carry the K around because Angie H once existed. Like she can't just
Yeah.
be Angie.
No, that's iconic. That's why this show's camp.
I will
The
say
K is
K
for
for
camp.
camp. I will say, so I had like, I'd written about this before and I had talked about it with Kai on Kai's podcast, plugging another podcast.
Oh,
right
we
Oh,
now.
shout out.
doing
I'll
that.
be on this
Oh,
week.
yes. Ordering off the menu with Kai. Find out on Patreon. But Salt Lake City is like if David Lynch made a Real House. It's so extreme of like what it is,
Yeah.
but also so absurd. Like the drag of it all. This episode.
Oh, my God.
Those women looked insane, and there was some acknowledgement that they looked insane, but then there's also some acknowledgement like, no, this is just normal. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
their world that they build is if they build their own world.
Yeah,
It's
I had a major problem with Whitney and Monica's wig work because
what's it
both
called?
of them, you could see their hair in the front. They need to pull down the wigs a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
but that's like the fun of it is like we're not there yet. You know, we're like
But-
getting there.
But Heather's wig was laid.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
I thought Heather should have won the pageant.
I did too until she said, I have the pride flag skirt. And I was like, that's too pandering.
Yeah, yeah.
Ally.
All right.
I will say, I don't know who made up the drag names, if it was the girls or producers, but Anita Invite,
Oh.
brilliant.
Anita Invite, the only good thing Angie K has done.
Yeah. Heather's drag name was stupid. Dolly's Pride. Like,
That's a little corn in the cob.
yeah, like.
Little girl,
Little girl. Yeah, little girl.
little girl goes down.
That made me stand up.
Okay. Lisa Barlow's mental breakdown for having to participate in this activity.
So good.
It's like we thought you only had one hot mic moment on you. No.
She truly. Sometimes she seems like a normal person, but then
No.
sometimes she's like alien from outer space. This was alien from outer space.
Is it weird that I kind of see her point?
For the case of Lisa Barlow, her
So, okay.
attorney, Sam Moreno.
Okay, so it's very contextual with the fact that like she did go out in that outfit
Yeah.
the night before, and she did look like a fucking Looney Tune.
But it's Palm Springs.
No, for sure. But I think that was her being like, okay, like I'm in, I'm playing. Whitney sprung. If Whitney had told them that this was going to be something they were going to do, I feel like Lisa would have been able to like pivot and like make it work so that she still seemed like she was participating in some
Maybe
sort of
like
way.
practice at home.
Or she would have just been like, I'm still gonna have my glam. Like clearly with
Have
producers.
Glam come in and have them do the drag makeup.
Well, but that's the whole point. Is like they wouldn't let her use her glam for
Yeah.
the drag makeup.
But she eventually did, though, I think.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
she complained enough to
Yeah, okay,
producers
okay.
were kind of like
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
their hands up. So she's so upset that she's not gonna want to do any sort of like extreme makeup. Like I could see Lisa Barlow in another world like doing some like I don't know like dramatic like eye thing or something like not full drag
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
playing into it. I also think that like if you want to look a certain way on camera,
Yeah.
you should be able to look a certain way on camera. Like
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is your job, and this is a task that your job is giving you. So do it.
You just,
a task that Whitney Rose is giving you.
Well, sometimes Whitney Rose is the boss.
All right.
you unlocked something in me that I just remembered that I wanted to bring up. The little like flashback that they added in New York of like Uba being upset
Oh.
with Jenna that she wasn't informed this is a filming.
That cameras
Oh,
were
yeah.
there. Yeah, that was fascinating.
That was fast, especially because like the girls are kind of like it's a little like Heather Dubrowian. Like they're all kind of like bowing to Jenna a little bit, and like Uba was like, no.
That also reminds you too. I want to just say I really need to try Uba Hot. And Uba, if you are listening, I would love to do.
Oh my God.
I would
not
love
really
to do some brand
supportive.
consulting with your Uba Hot to get you into brick and mortars because DTC is great. But I think that you would make more money if you actually got into some shoppy shops.
Wow,
anyways.
brick and mortar.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love a brick and mortar. Okay, one other thing back to Lisa Barlow's breakdown. I feel like it was like very important and telling that it was Meredith who was summoned as like emotional support. So it's like, what's really going on here?
They've been each other's emotional support animals this entire trip. Because remember when Lisa was summoned for
Oh
Meredith?
Yes.
And it was Meredith saying like, oh no, like you were a good sport from last night.
yeah.
And
like,
also that also fits the narrative because Whitney went over Meredith's head for this event.
Yeah.
Though what was Meredith's plan for the night, do you think?
Meredith should not be in charge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially like it really made no sense. Like it feels like Whitney and Trixie actually not like no one's actually friends, but like they feel more friendly than Trixie and Meredith feel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Meredith hasn't been on Trixie's little makeup show.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
And like, I'm sorry, if you're in the Trixie Motel and you can utilize having Trixie actually show up in drag and interact with y'all, like that's kind of the point.
That's a producer right there, little girl. Okay. Now we got to shift focus to Monica, who, if you listen to our bonus episode, we really acknowledge as like coming in here and feeling at home. The fact that like she participated in this challenge with a stun gun, and then we go in the little Sprinter van, and she's like fighting for her life for her snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Like a naturalness about her. And she's fighting against this one girl who had the opportunity to practice for a whole year, Angie K. And she could barely get her words together.
Angie K.
Angie K. We're in the middle of a fight, and then like Monica's like, no, hold on one second, Lisa. I just gotta say to you that you don't know what you've done to me. Crying about your $60,000 ring is really hurtful for what I'm going through right now.
But like, what? Okay, not to be a Lisa Barlow fan, but like, if she was on the other foot and Lisa was like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll just get another one," Monica would have been mad too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
right.
But like she's yes-anding whatever she's
of course,
being
improv
dealt.
queen.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that. This is where I kind of like start to turn a little bit on Lisa. I do think that Lisa literally said that normal people have $60,000 rings.
Oh, yeah.
Like she said middle class
Middle
people,
class, yeah.
which is so bananas, but I kind of love that she's not bananas.
You
like,
need that. You need that.
But I understand what Mike is saying. I want to shout out the editors though when they did the previously on for this episode, and they really narrowed in on the Monica buying the bag, the $5,000 bag, and gave it the most dramatic, drawn out music. And I was like, oh, this is foreshadowing. It's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then Lisa Barlow's like, when I saw you last time, you had a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
And it's just like it built on that story so well.
Yeah. Lisa is like the queen of high-low, though. Like, she has the $60,000 ring, but then when we're going to the trust fall practice or whatever, she's like carrying the bag of Doritos just like onto the bus.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Also, like Lisa, I don't know if she's like got someone tweeting for her, but she's tweeting like funny things. Like she tweeted the photos of her three sisters.
Oh, yes.
And wrote all of like this is like talking about like I guess like understanding a woman's struggle or whatever. And she says, all of my sisters are divorced and single. They all have full custody and provide for their families. And it's like the three sisters. Last night I was brushing my teeth. And then I saw Cara Berry from the Everyone's Business But Mine podcast response. And Cara said, thanks for letting us know, Queen. And I was like choking on my toothpaste and crying like at both Lisa and then Cara's response. It's like Lisa is just so unintentionally funny.
So stupid.
Oh my God. Okay. Now little girl coming after Meredith about little child is like obviously like gonna be a misstep for little girl because like
Little girl can't come for little
you
child.
can't go for little child, but like the point.
You want to talk about little child?
Do we talk about little child? But like the point is correct, but like you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win.
It's not that it's the wrong route. It's just
But like everyone has something. Like you can't every time the going gets tough talk about all these people on the planet who are struggling.
a splitting headache that you've had for
So-
2 days. That was my favorite.
the dinner that was served cold intentionally 2 weeks ago.
I did like that they were in the little strip of gay bars that I have been to just a week ago.
So please tell us.
So I didn't go to the one they were at, but across the way is Hunter's.
Okay.
And I was convincing my coworkers that it was owned by Hunter Biden.
Oh.
And then next door, speaking of Hunter Biden, was Dick's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spends a lot of time in Dick's.
Okay. Okay.
And on them.
Wow.
Yeah. But like them all like running around in circles in the
Okay.
bar.
I have to say that felt too chaotic for me. I couldn't land though like on what was going on, and I loved it, but I just like needed some more clarity about who was fighting with who.
Yeah, I will say Meredith Marks not giving Angie K the time of day, just turning away from her.
Ooh.
And like Meredith Marks, I'm disengaging as part of her brand.
Yeah.
But this was like, it felt so good for her to be disengaging from Angie K in that green wig.
And she was disengaging by turning to talk to Monica.
Yeah.
The new housewife who has just got here.
Exactly.
Angie's friend.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
And they were both part of the Shaw Squad in like Jen Shaw's WAP video.
I know.
Okay. Oh, there was one more thing.
I have one more thing.
Yeah,
is
please.
that when they are eating the charcuterie board and they're all sitting quietly in that room, and Lisa says, "Heather, are there dates on that?" And she goes, "Yeah." And Nick hands her a date and she goes, "Lisa, it's really weird to me that you like dates." I don't know why she felt the need to say that. It just felt funny to me.
Well, because we are used to seeing Lisa eat like Taco Bell.
Like a milkshake.
yeah, but like, I don't know.
Speaking of that, more great Mary Cosby work alone in the Sprinter asking to go to McDonald's. And her order was fish fillet, six piece of chicken nuggets, and a large fry.
Yeah.
And then I love that the producers made her check the bag. Like, check the bag to make sure that there's everything in there.
Which like wasn't Mary giving Elisa shit about nutrients?
yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So where are the nutrients?
Which
Fish.
which also that bag was really big from
yeah,
McDonald's,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so to me
They
there was,
send them big these days.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for
this is what I was gonna say. I was asking this around the group chats. Why does Meredith hate Angie K? Like, I thought maybe I looked down at my phone for a minute, and like I don't think there's an actual answer outside of like she said something rude at the reunion last year.
I think she said something rude at the reunion, but I think there was also supposedly Meredith has it on good authority that Angie either talked shit about her or said something along the lines of like, "I will never be friends with Meredith Marks."
Interesting.
Which is like not a crime.
Right.
Like,
I also might be getting that mixed up where it's maybe Meredith said, "I will never be friends with Angie
Okay,
K," and Angie K I think responded to that.
okay.
My fan theory is Meredith is friends with Angie H, and she's mad she didn't get the snowflake.
so.
I said fan theory.
Fan theory.
Wow.
I know. I think there's like fourth wall stuff that we're like not talking about, which I normally would be like upset about, but like
Who cares?
This is so funny. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll just take it as a, like I wasn't paying attention to what you're angry about.
Meredith is having an unintentionally amazing
A
season.
renaissance.
A renaissance.
Yeah.
This is her Renaissance World Tour. Wow. Okay, I think that's Salt Lake City, and we have a finale for Orange County. Which okay, we're at the finale. Once again, I do gotta just acknowledge what I missed very quickly. This trip that I missed was so good. I can't even believe. I'm like sad that I wasn't I'm sad that last week I could not speak intelligently about it.
Well, you could have watched it.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, for me to not be able to talk about Shannon Medore shrieking, thinking she's gonna fall to her death in Tulum at this like restaurant with the netting, like thinking she has to step on the pillow and like the netting will not support her. That was so much fun. The Vicky running away, like essentially,
This is so toxic.
like putting an end to Housewives. It was almost like it was like the series finale for all Housewives.
Vicky
shows.
finally disengages.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what a trip! What a trip! What a trip! But okay, finale. It was actually like set up very classically, like a lot of like personal storylines.
Yeah, we're tying up loose ends.
Tying up loose ends. We're celebrating the Women of the Year.
We watched this all together. Us thinking, okay, Tamara's setting up to get
A cover shot.
a cover shot for a magazine nobody's ever
Amare.
heard about. And then
where the owner was like the previous cover
Yeah.
model.
and some like little gay guy, and to find out that she is not the cover star, she's in a group of like 20 women nobody knows.
I mean, she was in the center, so we'll give her that.
Yes.
But wait.
Center white.
Oh my god. What else do we got going on? Oh, we're in our rental with the Dubrows. We were worried, like, where are they going to land?
I know, and it's so funny. We've been in 2 rentals with them over the years. Like,
I like their last rental.
it was
I don't even remember.
it was where Heather kicked Shannon out.
I'm asking you to leave.
Okay, yeah.
Like we said, their taste for their homes is interesting.
It's a very like dark.
It's like
It's the Chanel classic, like all black.
Ooh, yeah.
But it like doesn't read.
Yeah.
it's like
anymore.
if they were Pokemon, not to be Dan, they would be like the RHOC Pokemon. You know, like
okay.
Onyx.
Yeah, they'd be
Is that
Brock,
one?
It's like Brock's gem.
Yeah, it's giving Brock's gym.
It's giving Brock's gem. Yeah. Okay, we got them. We got Heather's like kind of like doing one-on-one scenes with all the girls.
Well, because she's got to get everyone together.
She's got to get the soldiers in line.
Yeah.
Round them up.
Round them up. One at a time.
So her one-on-one with Shannon didn't work. She could not bring
Yeah.
that soldier over.
Yeah.
But I mean, her one-on-one with Gina, where
Well, they come in like ready to like have a showdown, and then
can
like,
we talk about
Gina
how
melts.
good Heather looked walking into
Oh
that
my
scene?
god, she saved her chicest look for last.
She really did.
Chicest looks snatch, and Gina's sitting there in like an oversized like American Apparel chiffon button up,
and like boots from, not to steal Alex's joke, Spirit Halloween.
I mean, the sheer thing was a nod to Lisa Barlow.
Yeah,
really.
and they had been at a Spirit Halloween or another Halloween store earlier.
right.
Yeah.
2 for 1 maybe.
when Jen walks up with Tamara.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like abused internationally by this woman, and then like arm in arm with her.
Wearing like a Kimberly Bryant leopard print outfit.
Good callback.
The Tamara screaming at Jen Pedranti, "You've had a lobotomy."
Does Tamara know what a lobotomy is?
I do think so, because Tamara actually put into words like what I could not understand about Jen Pedranti.
Yeah, but Heather gets Gina together. But I want to get to Jen because Jen does not have $5,000 to her name.
But we're door dashing for a family of 10 somehow without $5,000.
Yeah, like that's $200 min.
Yeah. Those door dashes.
But that's the money coming in and going out. Like she doesn't have like $5,000.
She's the door
Yeah,
dasher.
Yeah. I also just want to throw this out to the community because I said this to a friend and he looked at me like I was nuts.
Yeah.
Just sound off in the comments. Do you think that Jen looks like Kim Basinger?
I don't think I have like Kim Basinger like imprinted in my brain, but I'm gonna say like probably.
I'm just throwing it out to the community. There's one
Yeah.
like specific confessional look too, where she has like a big swoop in her hair. It's very Kim Basinger.
Yeah, Kim's known for her swoop.
Wow, yeah.
Anyways, sorry to derail.
Ireland Baldwin.
Oh my god, that little Baldwinito.
Is that
Isn't that what they call themselves? Hilario?
Oh, I didn't hear Baldwinito. I thought you were like saying something in Italian for like
Una ragazza?
I'm sorry. Sorry you brought Hilaria into this somehow. I don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We had like a sad Shannon, John Jansen dinner, which like I want to remind you all, they broke up like a week after this.
Yeah.
Filmed.
She went on Jeff Lewis Live like the day after they broke up.
Yeah. Like Shannon always seems to be like scheduled for Jeff Lewis, like
Right
post
before
crisis.
Yeah, right after tragedy strikes. She didn't show up last Friday,
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately.
Thankfully for the legal advice of her team, I'm sure.
Speaking of that, just for a second, do you think she'll be back next year?
Well, here's the thing. The timing of these shows, like, it normally picks up like within a month after reunion. Like, I would think she should wrap up this court case before she films anything again.
But where's the cash? That's because like she doesn't have any other form of.
But like, if she's filming, then like the court case won't see the filming or the right.
I mean, I think it could even I think even the act of filming could be used against her. I think you can say canon movies.
But like to Sam's point, but like that's her job.
The argument would be that it's her
It is
job.
your
But
job.
yeah, I think that there's like it's one of those kind of like gray area things where it's like she might have to do it, but it's not going to look good. And if she does do it, then she has to be like very, very careful about everything that comes out of her mouth, and also to what her castmates say.
Yeah,
and that's where I think the bigger risk is.
Yeah, you can't control other people
because you can't control, especially someone like they're friends now, but like Tamara. Like that's terrifying.
Oh yeah, I already know. Like if she comes back to filming, I know what Tamara's going to do. She's going to act like a support system at first, then she's going to slowly turn against her, and by the end of the season, middle of the season, she's going to full on attack Shannon.
Well, I don't like this. Like this thing that occurred kind of hurts Tamara's business.
Yeah,
because like
the Trace Amigas.
I'm sure they would have gone on like a world tour as the Trace Amigas.
Yeah, or at least to like
a blessing.
The Irving Improv or whatever, Irvine Improv. Over the weekend, it came out that allegedly, like, authorities are investigating the Archie Bador of it all.
The AC, the whatever the animal association
Animal control.
is investigating Shannon.
That's crazy.
I know.
Just
wow. Okay. Is there anything else we need to like wrap up before we get to the Three Ring Circus?
No, I mean like the sit down with Gino is the big thing where we did get a cameo from Teddy Mellencamp. Important.
Did we get any Emily wrap up or?
I don't think so.
She was at the chiropractor with Shannon.
Oh yeah,
yes,
I forgot about that.
That was just like a Lucy and Ethel comedy
those
moment.
flopping around.
Yeah.
I've been to the chiropractor, and it is you do like see your life flash before your eyes. Truly.
I've been to the chiropractor, but for a different reason.
How many reasons are there?
We don't have to go into it. Anyways, let's go to the last party.
Okay, this is as hosted by Gina Kirschneider.
Which, like, did she get a like student loan?
I think it's like a stipend.
Yeah, a stipend to host this party.
Yeah, there's no way she's hosting this.
I mean, like the space was bigger than her home.
It was like, not that this was like one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, but this was like a serious party.
It was a production. We had people on those stilts.
Yeah.
One thing that like is kind of coming to me now that I'm thinking about this is I wonder if because it seems like Housewives are required to throw at least like one major event, especially in OC. Each season, it seems like each person has an event that they do. I wonder if that's built into like how they're paid, and that like they get a stipend from Bravo in their pay. That's like this would be your amount to host a party.
Except
and then if you go above it, like Heather Dubrow is not going to use that stipend. She's going to go to Nobu.
Yeah. See, I would think like I'd be afraid that if it's tied to payment, like I'm gonna like have you at my house and keep the money.
Yeah.
you know
I'll
what I
buy a
mean?
Domino's pizza.
I mean, it's probably allocated like you have to spend
Yeah,
this money
yeah.
on a party.
Okay, yeah,
Then
yeah,
like
yeah.
like that's like
Sure.
that's just I
Yeah.
don't know.
I would love to get to the bottom of that.
I really want to get the contracts.
Yeah. What would you dress up as to a circus
Circus?
party?
Let me think. What would I dress up as?
You know how elephants are at the circus and they like
Snuffleupagus?
poop a lot? I would dress up as a pile of poop, and my partner would be the elephant.
Really sick. That's so sick.
I did think Jen looked quite cute as like the lion.
Yeah, very cute.
But you don't have the mane that she does, unfortunately.
But
I
Travis
don't,
doesn't have the mane, and he was a cute
used
lion.
yeah. I don't know, like what I would probably do trapeze.
Oh.
So that's
trapeze.
kind of what Heather did.
Kind of like Heather.
Heather,
yeah.
Heather adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'd be a clown.
You are a clown.
And then the clown will come back to bite. Okay, so it's like we have to talk about Taylor. There's no choice but.
Wow.
It was actually like, in a way, like the timing was great that that before this aired, we got the dirtiest reunion moment
Yeah.
to like prepare us for this.
I kind of felt it was like a happy version
Of Taylor's and
of
Suitcase?
us at Camille's house in Colorado.
I want to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
home.
It's just like she's so different. Like when she's like this.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
What I will say about that with her and Gina is that I really identified with Gina in that moment because there's something about being the only sober person at a party. You always get stuck with the drunkest person.
Yeah.
And it can be really annoying, but it can also be really fucking fun.
Yeah.
And I think Gina chose to have fun with it.
Yeah, I forgot that Gina wasn't drinking. That was like earlier in the season.
She's
about.
California sober.
Oh yes.
What's that? Weed?
She smokes weed, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But no alcohol.
Okay, so we got that, and then we got like truly a masterful performance by Heather Dubrow, who's done like excellent work all season, but to like really bring it together like in the final scene, that's a pro.
It was like watching a video game where you're going through the different bosses.
Oh my god!
And then you get to the final boss.
The final boss,
And
this evil clown.
and she exactly. And she destroyed. What did the kids say? She tore.
She ate.
She cleared.
She ate.
She
She
cleared.
cleared.
She cleared the boss.
Yeah.
Tamara was like Bowser, like on that stupid little bridge, and then Heather Dubrow in her little acrobatic outfit jumped over Bowser, got the axe, chopped the bridge down, and Tamara fell into the lava.
Tamara was already weak coming into that final fight, though.
yeah,
she
yeah.
didn't know what to do.
Yeah. She
Like-
was flustered.
out
Yeah.
of practice.
Sam said, like, when we were watching it, if she had a drink, she would have thrown it because
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
getting desperate.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
flailing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was so much fun. Usually, like these like little end parties are just could be like go out like a little wet fart sometimes.
Yeah. OC ones, though, tend to have their moments.
They tend to have their moments.
Cis and deceased.
They invented the moments.
When Tamara's in her prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get the flashback
Yeah.
of the wine toss this
Yeah.
episode.
I mean that the music that they still use.
It's so good.
Like it's just so funny to me.
The like little like
Pioneer Woman
guitar
music.
moments. Like you're on Catalina Island or something and
Yeah.
someone's just playing you something.
It should be titled Gina Keogh's melody or like Last Dance.
that-
Gina
remember
Keogh's
when
Last
they-
Dance because it's her in the kitchen.
The Ballad of Gina Keogh.
God, I wish they would bring back like her introing the season.
Oh yeah.
Her introing like the floppiest flop season is actually Gina Keoghian.
But have you seen the scene that they used that music for with Gina Keogh? Joe Gunn posts it all the time. And it's her literally like closing up shop in her kitchen, like putting away like a cake pan and like wiping down the counters, and it's just that music.
Wow.
It's art.
We have to talk about Reunion.
Oh. So chic.
I mean, the looks are crisp and bright. The contrast is turned up.
Heather
and
Dubrow looks amazing.
Heather Dubrow serving.
I will say, y'all were going on about Jen's look, and I was like, y'all are crazy. Because we had only seen...
Circle back.
We had only seen standing photos of her, and she looked unwell. It's a sitting dress.
Well, I mean, if Dr. Wendy Yosef will tell you anything, you got to consider the sitting.
You even noted the Wendy of it all.
Yeah.
With this photo, I think she just looked good to me as like a whole thing.
Yeah.
With her Teddy Mellencamp hair.
I get where you're coming from, but that's not what I think she's doing. But my best dressed is Emily.
Emily is looking real good.
She looks okay.
We got everyone on the left side giving half up, half down.
I mean, we've got Shannon Medora giving Erica Jane.
So the problem here's the problem with Shannon Medora. It's like the Shannon Medora that should be here got like stuck in a time warp and was actually in last season's reunion because like that one would have fit perfectly here.
Yeah.
Okay, but also I'm like more. You gotta like stick to Jen Pedrani for a minute. Like actually, if she did something crazy with her hair, it would look crazy with the dress.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to let the dress speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the dress speaks, and it's not great.
Okay, it's speaking to me. The LED. Oh, I want to say OLED. This is OLED.
I think what this is, people online are saying this is the volume, which is used in productions like Marvel and The Mandalorian.
Oh my God.
And obviously, I don't think it's probably like the budget of those, but it looks so good.
I feel like I'm outside.
We are outside.
Yeah, we are outside. What am I talking about? We are outside. It is shocking because usually like an Orange County set is like a Flopiana set.
Yeah. Not many memorable sets, except for the one time Brooks accidentally walked up the fake stairs.
Like, if anything memorable for being bad, remember like that like Bronwyn Kelly Dodd season where we're like on the stage?
Yeah.
What are we doing on the stage?
Social distancing.
It's also okay, so we know it's probably gonna be 2 parts, but like
we're in an era of 2-part reunions, and I think that's okay. Less is
good.
more. We're in a recession. We need to save. There's inflation happening.
True.
yeah, but you get more bang for your buck.
Exactly.
With 3 episodes
Yeah.
though. I don't know. I can't wait. This was truly a season for the books.
Winner, loser of the season.
Well, winner, chicken dinner. Obviously, Heather Dubrow.
Heather Dubrow, fucking Super Mario Brothers herself.
Like with the mushroom.
What about you, Sam? Winner, and then we'll do loser.
I'm actually gonna go with Jen.
Oh,
I think she had a tough first season, but I think she will be back.
She made a name for herself.
I think she held her own in a way that is not. She saved herself.
Well,
she like sacrificed herself in order to like the long game.
It's actually like she held her own by playing dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She held her own by getting a lobotomy.
It's like they tell you like when the bear is like coming in and like attacking, like to just like sit still.
yeah.
Like don't act like another predator.
Yeah.
Because then it'll come and bite your face off.
Yeah, good advice for going to the Eagle. My winner's obviously Heather Dubrow. Loser. Was there one?
I don't know if there was a loser this season, really.
Yeah, mine would be kicking a dog when they're down, so I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shannon.
Yeah. I mean,
John Jansen, loser.
John Jansen, loser. No. Shane Simpson, fucking dork, loser.
He actually had a good season.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he like stood there and said a couple lines.
He said a lot.
He didn't get himself in trouble.
Yeah.
It's the man, like
He won.
Yeah.
He won. Okay.
Should we move on to our little freaky and our little queenie?
Our freak and our queenie. All right, our freak of the week this week is one Tom Sandoval.
Parentheses complimentary.
Complimentary. Sometimes freak of the week is actually like we're being nice to you. So freak of the week, Tom Sandoval. If you have not seen this, run and do not walk to the Tom Sandoval podcast trailer
On TikTok. Or Reels or
on
wherever.
Instagram,
Yeah.
on Twitter, on X, on everything, on Facebook, I'm sure. It is a work of art.
A masterpiece.
But how did you do this, you little freak?
He took clips of the biggest celebrities in the world talking shit about him. So we've got
Jennifer Lawrence,
Adele, Amy Schumer,
Matt Rogers,
Jerry O'Connell, the biggest stars in the world.
It like went down and down and down.
Alyssa Farrah Griffin from
and it's just like beautifully cut. And then like comes out there, his little self.
His little smug self.
And I gotta say, like, I'm curious to listen.
And I will say, not that it's a competition, but he did release it the day that Ariana was getting all her praise for her first dance on Dancing with the Stars, which I did watch the dance. It was good.
Yeah, it was the Haley
Steinfeld, Love Myself.
Yeah. I mean, she
wore a version of the reunion dress.
So like that to me, like I would say save that, not episode 1.
No, I think you need to get
out of the way.
You need to get the reference to Sir, I Love Myself, I'm Single Now, all out of the way, so then you can have your personal growth moment.
I see what you're saying.
And she was given the final dance of the night, which means that they view her as the one to watch, the biggest star. The one who's bringing in all the ratings.
They want you to stick around.
Yeah.
And like, I will not stick around. Like, I'm not watching because it's 3 hours long.
I know, it's really long.
I watch who I want to watch.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
I do sometimes like watching their dances, like Snooki. Remember when she was on?
We talk about this all the time. Snooki, the greatest performance of all time on Dancing with the Stars. Work, bitch. So good they brought her back to do it again a second time.
Yeah. Carol Baskin dancing to Roar in a lion suit.
Very Jempadrantian.
Oh, there was a good one that I watched sometimes too. Adam Rippon dancing to Sissy That Walk. He won that season
That was
too.
for gay rights, yeah.
Remember your viral Adam Rippon video?
That was
Look that up from back in 2018 or whatever.
Okay, our one true queen this week is... Hey, Bob. And it's not Shamia, but rather Julie Chen Moonves.
Hey, Bob.
She unveiled a bob last week on Big Brother that had the girls talking.
So it's like, forget about half up, half down. We're now in the era of Bob.
We're in the year of the bob.
Like, I don't want to see one more goddamn half up, half down. If you're not wearing a bob, get the fuck out of here.
And it is a bold look to debut the week that you're promoting your book.
But first
God.
But now it says,
but first Bob.
I mean, she was a little nasty piece of work in that one interview. I think it was like maybe 60 minutes where like the interviewer was like trying to like ask like legitimate questions about the Les Moonves
Juju.
shit.
Yeah.
Juju, yes.
Yeah.
And like Julie's being like nasty to her, like shutting it down. And like it's so convenient, like she can shut it down by just like being like, because now I love God. And then
also like Julie, like
what's Juju supposed to say?
Like you used to be a journalist.
Yeah.
So you should
respect.
Yeah.
But first.
Bob.
First Bob. Anyways, thank you, Sam Moreno. Where can people find you online?
Oh my God, manage your expectations.
Oh yes, you can find me. I have a Substack, Manage Your Expectations. Substacks.com. You can find it on the app. I should be posting more. You will soon have a fall watch guide of some of my favorite fall movies.
You've got mail.
I've done some of the last couple years, which like have a lot of those, and I'll link those to you. I'm trying to find some ones that maybe are not as common
Under the radar.
And then you can also find me
Ooh,
on.
you know what's a good movie for the fall? Age of Adeline.
Oh, okay. Under advisement. And you can also find me on Instagram. Hamburglar Thought. The O in Thought is a 0.
You can find Jamie Missy featured on Grid.
Yeah.
On Grid.
Oh, you can find Sam at any Formula One race.
Cheering from the stands.
Yeah, I love Formula One.
Love it. Wow. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I really do feel like I'm like the Jennifer Gilbert of the Come Through Queen community.
A good person to be. My favorite friend of.
Wow, AP's going to report on it. There's a new housewife in town. Okay. Wow. Head on over to Come Through Queen for everything. Links, ba-da-da-dee-dee. Like, comment, subscribe, heart, share, retweet.
Love us, please retweet.
See you next week. Bye.
I wanna see ya come through, Queen.